Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we discussed about how to deploy the Tomcat server in Windows system. So in this video, we are going to focus how to deploy the Tomcat server in the Linux system. So practically, if you are working with your personal laptop, so mostly the personal laptops are going to be Linux Windows systems only. But you need to have the one Linux server to operate these activities. For that purpose, I created one Linux server in the Amazon, like we have the Amazon AWS cloud. On that I created one Linux server and I connected the server by using the mobile stream. So if you want to know how to create the Linux server in Amazon AWS cloud and how to connect the server by using the mobile stream, just comment the below. So I will prepare the video for that one also. So in this video we are going to focus only how to run the Tomcat server in the Linux server only. So that's why I created the server and I connected by using the mobile stream. Okay. So now we are in the Linux server. So we connected the Linux server. Okay. So in the Linux server, after connecting to the Linux server, first of all, we need to go to the root user, sudo su hyphen. So it will take to us to root user. After going to the root user, we need you need to check currently in which path you are. Like, so for checking the current path, what we are going to use the pwt command. So pwt command will give you the current path of your location. Okay, so now we need to go to this location. This is the location I'm going to choose to deploy the Tomcat server. Okay, so now I'm going to the ec2 user. After going to ec2 user, I need to check if there are any files are available in this folder or not. For checking the folders are available in this file or not, we need to use the ls-l command. So it will give the list of files which are existing on the ec2 folder. This is the ec2 folder. So in this ec2 folder, we don't have any files. Okay, let me upload my Tomcat server, which we downloaded yesterday in the previous video. Okay, now upload come. So it is uploading. So now upload completed. Now check the ls-l command once again. So you will find the Tomcat. Okay, so now what is the Tomcat extension? The Tomcat extension is the zip extensions. So we need, what we have to do, we need to extract this zip file. Okay, let's use the unzip command to unzip the Tomcat folder. Okay, now once again execute the ls-l command. We'll check. Okay, previously we are able to see only one folder, that is Apache Tomcat zip, but now we are able to see the two folders, the extracted format also. So if now our next step is we are going to start the Tomcat server in the Windows system, Linux system. So for starting the Tomcat server in the Linux system, what type of files we are supposed to use here? We are going to use the .sh files, right? So if you, in the bin folder, we are going to find the two files. What are the two files we are going to find? We are going to find the startup.bat and see, you are able to see the startup.bat and startup.sh. Which one we are supposed to use here? We are supposed to use the startup.sh. Let me run it. Okay, so sorry guys, first we need to go to the this location, right? We need to go to this location, then only we need to execute, right? So I'm going to this location. Okay, so I'm going to, now you can run the command. So see here, the Linux system is not allowing us to do the execute this file. Okay, so in Linux maybe you will face these problems while running the and running the files or seeing the files or something to, if you perform in the read write execute operations in the Linux server. So you will face some permissions issue. To resolve this one, first of all we need to give the permission for this bin folder. How to give the permission to the bin folder? First come back to the Apache Tomcat. In the Apache Tomcat we have the bin folder, right? Here we need to use the chmod command, chmod 777. hyphen r. What is the file? Bin folder. Why we are giving the permission to bin folder? Why? Because in the bin folder only we have the running command and shutdown commands, right? So after giving the permission, once again you can go to the bin folder and try to start the Tomcat. See, now we are able to run the startup.sh. But what is showing? So Java is not available in your PC, in your server. You have to install the Java. So So in the previous video we discussed, right? So if you want to run the Tomcat server, what is going to be mandatory thing? So Java is going to be mandatory thing. So now what we have to do, we need to install the Java first. So if without installing Java, if you try to run the Tomcat server, it will throw an exception. Either Java home or Java JRE environment variable is defined. At least one of these environment variables need to run the program. So that means Java is the mandatory thing to run the Tomcat server. Okay, let me install the Java. So which version of Java you want to install here? So I'm going to install the Java 1.8. Okay, so this is the command to install the Java. Okay, so it will ask the S after it is installing the Java. So see guys, Java installation is completed. Now we can check the Java version. See, we are able to see the Java version, right? What is the Java version we are able to see? We are able to see the Java 1.8. So now our system is eligible to run the Tomcat server or not? Yes, our system is able to run the Tomcat server. Okay, now we are going to execute the startup.sh. Okay, once you execute, it is running. So now, but we need to see the log file. Where we are going to see the log file, we are going to have the catalog.out file in the logs folder, right? So we are going to the log folder. So it is under Tomcat. So that's why I came to the Apache Tomcat. See the path? I'm at Apache Tomcat. Okay. So then I will use the ls-l command. I need to check the logs folder is available or not. The logs folder is available or not. The logs folder is available. I need to go to the logs folder first. Okay. cd logs. So why I'm going to logs? So if you want to check the log of this Tomcat server running or not, we need to check the catalog.out file. Okay. Here we need for checking the log file. I mean, so if it is Windows system directly, you can go to that location, right click the file, it will open the notepad. But it is Windows system, right? Windows system is not a graphical interface, it is a command prompt. So whatever operations you are performing on Windows, definitely you need to use the commands only. So for seeing the file also, we are going to use the command tile -f catalog.out. So this is the file. So you can see, we are able to see, right? You are able to see the Tomcat server is running on the 8080 port, and the it it consumes 1433 milliseconds. See, so up to now, whatever the operations we did, what we are using only the terminal only. By using the commands only, we are running the Tomcat server and we are checking the logs. Okay, so maybe you get an idea doubt. Sir, why? Because why Windows is very easy, right? So for operating purpose, why we are choosing Linux system? So definitely Windows is user friendly only, but it is not an suggestible thing. Okay, it is not a suggestible thing to servers. So in real time, you are going to develop the multiple applications. The applications are going to deploy in the QA environment, QA development and production environment. So whatever the production environment, so there we are going to use the Linux servers only. Why? Because Linux servers don't have the graphical interface. That means, so the consumption of the resource is very less when compared to the Windows. If it is Windows, we have the graphical interface. Graphical interface means, so we are internally it is running some application to show to view purpose. So, but if you take in a Linux, we don't have anything. We just need to connect the server and we need to execute the commands. So, the performance wise, the Linux is the best thing to use. And also, one more point: why Linux servers are only using the servers in the real time? Why? Because Linux is the open source, anybody can use it. But if it is Windows, it is a costly thing, right? So if you want to purchase a Windows, you need to spend some money. So let's say an example, for deploying the one application in the real time, you need to have the 10 or 20 servers. Example, 10 servers. Okay, 10 servers purchasing the Windows, it will cost the too much of cost. But if it is Linux, it is a free and open source, we can use it. Hmm? That is the reason. So similarly, we have the too many advantages to use the Linux server as a servers. Okay. Now how to stop it? How to stop it? Okay. Let's see, is the Tomcat is running or not? We can check by using the different way in Windows. Windows we can see. Okay. In Linux we can see in different way. So you can paste this command. What is the command we are using? ps-grep command. Okay, you can paste this command and you can see this is my Tomcat location, right? This is my Tomcat location and this is running one. So here you are able to see the, so it is running the Tomcat run by root user, and this is a processor ID. This is the processor ID. So if Tomcat is server is running, so it is going to have the one processor ID. This is the processor ID. So if you want to stop the Tomcat server, you just execute this ps command. After executing the ps command, you can use the kill -9 command. After command, you need to mention this processor ID. So which one? The processor ID. Kill. Okay, let me show you. So I can. This is my IP. So this is my server IP. So now, yeah, maybe it is a Linux server, right? So I cannot able to by using the Chrome. So because if you want to access from outside, you need to do the some inbound rules. But as of now, I didn't do the inbound rules. But we are able to see the Tomcat server is running in the Linux server, right? So if you execute the ps command, it will show you the processor ID of the Tomcat server running. So this is going to be processor ID of the Tomcat server. So if you want to stop this one, so kill -9, so 26369. So if you execute one, so I ended 26396. Okay, let me execute the ps command once again. Okay, now kill -9 26396. Okay, so now processor got killed. If you execute the ps command once again, you won't see. So you can see the difference. So if the Tomcat server is running, it will show you the respect to processor ID of the Tomcat server. So if it is not running, it will show the only the Tomcat server. Okay, only the Tomcat. Okay, so this is a way, guys. So this is a way to deploy the Tomcat server into the Linux system, and this is a way to we can run it. Okay, we are going to run once again cd, and we can use the shutdown.bat also. Okay, let me try that shutdown.bat. We are going to the bin location, and I'm going to start it. Yes. Okay, so after starting, if you want to let me execute, check the ex Tomcat server is started or not. So to check that one, we are going to use the ps command. So if you execute the ps command, you will get the processor ID of the Tomcat server if it is running. So if it is running, right, just now we started, that's why we are able to see the processor ID. Now what we have to do, we need to stop it. what we shutdown.sh. So now execute the shutdown.sh. Now you can execute the ps command. You can see it is working, right? So totally how many ways we can have to do down the server? We either we can use the startup.sh to start the, so that is common. So to stop it, either you can use the shutdown.sh, or you can use the ps command to check the Tomcat is running or not. After checking the ps command, you can use this processor id to kill that one. Okay, which is the suggestible way? Either one of you. So it is up to you. Why? Because so maybe in some situations in one server, maybe it will contain the two Apache Tomcat servers. Okay, so that time, if we want to stop the two Tomcat servers, what we have to do? We need to go to the each location and we need to execute the shutdown.bat, shutdown.sh command, right? But if we want to execute at a location, we are going to execute the ps command. We will find the two processor IDs at a time. We can use the kill command to close it. This is up to you guys. This is up to you guys. So if you want which way you need to use to down the Tomcat server in the Linux, it is up to you. You can use the way. Okay. I hope you like my Tomcat series. In the next video, we are going to come up with how to make Tomcat server as a HTTPS. To making the Tomcat server as a HTTPS, what we have to have? So we need to have the one certificate. Certificate, right? I'm not going to say, I mean, if you go to any other channels or anything, so this will simply mention the HTTPS and they will show the how to access the HTTPS by using that. So that is the not in the case, guys. So if you go to any company, so we need to use the domain. If you want to make the any application as a HTTPS, it is going to be mandatory thing to use the one certificate. The certificate is going to be public or wildcard certificate, anything, or we can use the self-signed certificate also. But the certificate is mandatory. So what are the main things we need to know to make the HTTPS? First of all, we need to get the certificate and the respect to JKS file and JKS key password. We need to we need to have. So in the next video, what will I show? I will show you how to generate the self-signed certificate, and the generated self-signed certificate we are going to use in the Tomcat server to make our application as a HTTPS protocol support. Okay. I hope you like my series. So if you like my series, please comment below and subscribe.